All right, guys, we are looking to do furnace replacement and likely also the coil down here. We're in the basement. It's all unfinished flooring. You won't have to worry about tarps or anything down here. Quick rundown. We have an open face Lennox, 80% non-condensing furnace. Pretty standard sizing here. It's just under B width at 16 inches. Overall height is 49 inches. The unit itself is 75,000 BTU single stage. It's got a 4-inch flue that's wrapping around behind the unit here into a 5-inch T. There is currently a 3-inch flue that's coming over from the water heater. The flue liner is in place. Don't know how old it is. There's your tag. You can see it sticking out. All that's going to have to get replaced. The water heater as well, we're looking to replace. So this whole thing will get swapped. There's several things going on here. The coil itself, I'm not sure if we've got an A coil tied in there, if we've got like a flat coil, but you can see there just wasn't a lot of room to play with. So they slapped a coil in there and then just kind of put some sheet metal work around it. I think I know it'll be less expensive and less money is just to do just an American Standard coil. So this is a 410 unit. We'll just bring out the appropriately sized coil for the furnace. Pull this out, you can slap the new one on and it'll tie together nicely. There are some airflow, let me set this down. There are some airflow issues we're also dealing with, we'd like to address. So there's two main supply trunks that are coming out of the plenum. You've got the one in the front here, and then there's one that is coming out the back right there of the plenum. It's real skinny, it wraps around and ties into this, which is an 8 by, let me check my notes here. It's 8 by 13, I believe. I guess I didn't write it down. Let me check. Yeah. So this is an 8 by 13. What we'd like to do is just eliminate this altogether and then tie this supply directly into the plenum, which it's really not that far. I can show you. And it's about 20 inches to play with. So what we'll do is we'll get a 6-inch base, 34-inch tall furnace. That'll get us to 40 inches. Coil is probably going to be like a 21, 22. So that's going to get us roughly in this area here. So then we'll just have to build a small little plenum to wrap all of this, pull out and seal this supply duct on the back, and then run this thing over about 20 inches. Wiring here, it's all going to have to get replaced. New shutoffs. Gas is coming on the left-hand side. The return drop is only a 12 by 20. Would really like to see a 10 by 26 on this. It's got a return that's coming in from this side as well as from the back. So we'll probably just have to work from this seam down. We've only got 1 inch currently right here. This will probably end up being a 17.5. So we're going to have even less space right there. So we'll have to just get an offset for this. I'll have the measurements on the checklist. We'll build an offset and bring that out to be able to get our 5-inch filter housing in there. Gas lines are coming around from back behind the unit here. Water heater, it's all pretty standard. The only thing really to point out about this is it's going to be a little bit tight to get your pressure tank in here. I don't know if we want to take, so here's your T for your gas line. If you want to rework that and maybe drop that down in front of the unit, you got a little more space for the pressure tank over here. But I'll let you decide on that one. And then lastly, so the drain, this one's going to be a little tricky. So this is, I'll just show you. It's running back behind this wall. It goes all the way behind the water heater into the floor drain, which is going to be almost impossible to try to pull that through there without damaging it in some way. So I'm thinking the easiest thing to do would be to put a condensate pump. Put a condensate pump on the coil. And this little room is right next to the unit. So there's your plenum right there. If we run the vinyl out of the back of the pump, we can bring it through this opening right here up into this ceiling joist. If you just run this all the way across, basically it'll get you right into this closet. We can just drop it down in there. I'll get a quick measurement. I'd say you're probably going to need, I would probably have like 30 foot of vinyl, and we'll just cut it to size. And while I'm standing here, the AC, I don't see it marked, but I'm assuming it's probably this double 30 right here if you need to swap it.